Hey guys, it's the dude who talks and welcome to today's video. So for today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming debut album from Manchester band Astral Bodies called Escape Death, which is out on the 3rd of April through Surviving Sounds. A little bit of a bio about Astral Bodies. They are a 3-piece instrumental band featuring LTJ Stasko, really hope I got that right, who does the drums and percussions for the band, JC Lawrence, who plays bass and does the effects, and last but not least, ID Breen, who plays guitar and does the keyboards as well. So they may be musicians, but they describe themselves as 3 grounded satellite technicians forming a muscular bond through musical therapy. Quite an interesting bio there on their Facebook. So, what do they actually sound like? Well, in my opinion, they kind of have a balance between post-metal and a bit of space rock. So yeah, what did I think about Escape Death? Did I really enjoy it, or did I hate it so much that I wanted to buy all the copies, put them in a space rocket and send it up into space so no one has to listen to it ever again? So, let's find out. The album opens up with a very synth heavy intro called Neptune, which I think does very well in creating a very spacey science fiction atmosphere, kind of like a vibe where you get in a lone spacecraft travelling through a vast, cold, dark space with distant planets and distant nebulas off into the far vast background. And this song is only about a couple of minutes long and doesn't overstay its welcome, but then it leads off into Europa. Now for this song, I feel that it's more of the same. It was kind of like an extended intro from Neptune, and at first I felt that this song kind of dragged just a little bit. I think it just plods along with the guitar a little bit too much, but from the multiple listens, I feel like Astral Bodies are a band that takes their time, and they do require a little bit of patience at first, which you may or may not get right away. Though, towards the latter half of the song, it definitely picks up, and there is a huge payoff with crashing guitars to create some really thunderous soundscapes. And that's what Astral Bodies are about, and that was my initial impression with them, that they're more into creating atmosphere and soundscapes rather than straight to the point song structures, which some people might expect. Alright, so the next track is called, I'm not going to bother trying to pronounce it, so I'm just going to point down here and you can tell me how to pronounce it in the comment section. So after a minute-long guitar effect, which I imagine is a bit of a build-up to the song, Astral Bodies waste no time in getting things off the ground with some very thick, sludgy riffs that would feel right at home on a Pelican record, and this really helps drive the song forward, where the song changes gears and the speed is put into breakneck and pummels you with some intense and loud crushing riffs. Oh boy, this definitely has my attention, and I feel like this song is one of the strongest songs on the album. Here is a little bit of a clip of this song. Right, so the next song is another hard to pronounce name, so I'm just going to point down below, but I am actually going to attempt this. It's Orchidesei. Probably got that wrong, so yeah, correct me in the comments section. Definitely more of a breather from the last song. It's definitely more slower. The synths take much more of a charge on this song. However, there's this kind of sad guitar tone throughout the song, which leads off into a slow, very spacey guitar solo at the end of the song. The atmosphere in this song is definitely more of a melancholic one, feels more of a sad song, One, if they perform it live, would be one to get your lighters out and, you know, wave in the air, if people still do that. Alright, so following on from the previous song is Equinox. Now, while this song picks things up a little bit, however, it has much more of a post-rock feel and definitely feels a little bit lighter, as the song is a bit slower and takes its time in its approach. However, that heavy guitar tone throughout the album is still there, and the rhythm does pick up towards the end, especially with the drumming, and there's a bit of a payoff towards the end of the song. Here is a little clip of the song. Alright, so following on from Equinox is the next track called Pale Horse, and this shows them their more melancholic side once again. This song has a very stripped down guitar tone and uses vocals as well, which is the only song that does on the album. And from listening to this song, I couldn't help but draw comparisons to a more slower song by Hum. Maybe if it was sung by Stephen Brodsky from Cave-In, definitely has that vibe from listening to it. Now, this feels like much more of a breather between Equinox and the last song of the album called Mythic Phantoms. It's definitely a very short song and helps break up the songs a little bit more. With that being said, the last song, Mythic Phantoms, gets things off the ground straight away, while the other songs had a bit of a build-up and has this payoff. Mythic Phantoms has a much more immediate effect, definitely grabbing hold with some very powerful sludging riffs. Oh boy. The song definitely does its best to go all out in the first few minutes. However, this does kind of take a backseat and slows down a little bit. And then what I heard was, now this made my ears prick, it was a fucking saxophone halfway through the song, and I was just, yes! I think all bands should use the saxophone at least in one of their songs. And from listening to this, I kind of got vibes of Laser Guided Melodies from Spiritualized, definite staple in space rock. Though this is only brief, but I think it was just to serve to break up the song and have a nice interval between it. And then it's straight back to business. Definitely this song is the strongest song on the album, in my opinion. From listening to this album a number of times, I can definitely feel that there's a heavy post-metal influence with bands like Pelican and Russian Circles. And also, I definitely felt that there was a Hum influence in their songs, especially with some of the guitar riffs. And from looking on their Facebook page, that was correct, because they labelled Hum as an influence, which is a good thing because I absolutely love Hum. So, from this, while they definitely use these as an influence, they don't ape on that sound. They definitely put enough variation into their sound, especially with synths and pacing, to make it stand on its own feet. So yeah, my final opinion on this album is that it might not grab you straight away and it might not be for everyone, but give it a chance, and I definitely think this album sticks the landing. If you're a fan of intense music with slow building soundscapes with heavy payoffs, this album will be something that you will definitely enjoy. Okay, so that was me talking about the debut album Escape Death from Astral Bodies. Now, what do you think of the album? Are you interested in picking it up? Please let me know down below in the comments. Like always, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please like, share and subscribe. Really helps. Now, before I sign off, I wanted to check in with everyone. I hope you're doing alright. I hope you're keeping well. I know things are quite scary right now, especially with a lot of festivals being cancelled. Like I saw the other day that Desert Fest was cancelled and Download Festival was cancelled as well, which is gotta be really shitty, but I can understand why given the circumstances. So yeah, hope you're doing alright. we just got to try and accept that some things are out of our control at the moment, but we can, just do our bit, remain indoors, wash your hands, and just, I don't know, try and keep yourself sane by just, I don't know, reaching out to friends, watching some old series, or, like checking out a new series or whatever, yada yada yada. I really hope you're doing well, and I'm here for you guys, so yeah. And that's all I've got left to say. You guys are absolutely amazing. I think we can all pull through, and just think about the next gig that you're going to go to after, when all this is cleared and subsided. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So just think about that. Alright, so you guys are absolutely fucking awesome. I've been the dude who talks. My next video should be up next week, where I'll be reviewing another album. So yeah, stay safe, wash your fucking hands, and I'll see you soon.